Okay, whatever just happened at the workbench literally threw me for such a loop that I had to gallop away in silence for a little bit. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. Hello, I hope you all are well. I have not played this game in a hot minute, I will be honest. I've been, let's just say, busy. And I'm kind of behind on stuff, so like I just got on a couple of minutes before I started recording and was doing some of my dailies, and I checked out the new wardrobe update, and the Trailblazer track has started, and I'm way behind on it. And the wardrobe update, no surprise that on mobile it's garbage. I wasn't expecting much from it, but like you can't even scroll or anything, so it's not good. And I cannot wait to be getting my PC hopefully in a couple of weeks. So if all things go well, I will be switching to PC soon for my videos, so I'm so looking forward to that, because honestly playing this game and especially having to like record and edit on phone is a nightmare. So hang in there, guys, another couple weeks and hopefully my videos will miraculously get a lot better, or maybe they'll stay junky, we don't know yet. Speaking of junky videos, when I first started playing this game a minute ago, I decided to put on my latest video in the background because like I wanted to remember what all I had talked about in that video, because it's like an update video and stuff. And my god, that was not a good video at all. I don't know what I was thinking posting it like that, because like the audio quality is terrible and like it's all over the place, and even my voice, like I sound like I could not care less about anything that I'm saying. And honestly, all that's true. Like the last couple of weeks of my life have been absolutely catastrophic, and to say I've been depressed is an understatement. So like obviously making the videos was just not on the high end of my priorities, and I kind of just forced myself to do it just to be doing something normal and because I felt like I had to. So you can definitely tell by my voice in that video that like I just don't care, and I'm just trying to get through it and get it done, and it definitely shows. Also, like with the audio quality, my dogs are making so much noise in the background, which that's a constant problem for me, and it's hard to work around it, but at least I usually try to work around it. But that video, like I just didn't even care when I was editing it and was like, whatever, I'm just posting it like this. And I don't want to get in a habit of doing that. I want to always put like effort into my videos, and I was on like a really high kick lately because I've been really motivated and I felt really good about the game. I'd gained a lot of subscribers. A ladybug just fell into my face. Anyway, I gained a lot of subscribers and stuff, so I've been posting a lot more videos, putting a lot more time and effort into it, and then like I just hit a wall because of cool. So my phone completely stopped recording in the middle of my little heartfelt commentary there, so we're just gonna move on and pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, it's Noriker Day, or actually Noriker Day was yesterday, because I'm lazy and I didn't get on until today. Or no, they came out today because I'm playing this at night. Or was that... Okay, look, my brain is fried. I don't know what day it is. The point is I'm buying a Noriker today, and spoiler alert, it's going to be the bay one. I love bays. I've always loved bays. I love a plain bay. I love a basic bay. I love a fancy bay. I love bays. So it's no surprise that amongst all these fancy coat colors, the bay is the one that I want. I'm still gonna look through all of them and give like my thoughts and opinions on all the coats, but like I know for a fact I'm getting the bay, so there's that. So from what I've seen of other people posting about it, the Noriker is once again another mixed bag of opinions for if people like it or not. Some people hate it, some people think it's absolutely the best ever, and a lot of people are kind of just like meh on it. I have been like all over the spectrum of love and hate with these since the spoilers and stuff came out. At first I thought that they were horrendous and like I was in shock at how much I hated them, And then when more spoilers in the trailer came out, I thought, okay, no, there's hope. And now that I'm actually like seeing them in the game, I think they're actually pretty good. Like, maybe not great, but definitely good. So of the spotted coats, this one is definitely hands down my favorite. The others, I don't think that I would get, of the spotted coats anyway. This one, like, I think it's pretty and I know exactly the look that they were going for. But I have this feeling about all of them where I'm like, I get the intention, but I'm not sure about the execution, because the coats, and especially on the spotted ones, just feel very plasticky and like kind of fake, because they look very airbrushed to me. Like, at first I was like, the spots are all like the same size and that's what throwing me, but then I was like, no, they're actually different sizes. So I was like, what is it? What is wrong with these coats that's bothering me so much? And I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there is something about them that looks kind of fake and like unnatural, and it's especially evident in the spotted coats. So I think only that one right there is the one that I would ever consider of the spotted ones. But I don't know, it's not terrible, but it definitely has a more cartoony, less detailed and realistic look compared to some of the other breeds. I'm not a roan person, and I'm especially not a blue roan person. The only roan that I really like is a strawberry roan. So this one's definitely probably at the bottom of my list, but I still think it's nice. I mean, it's fine, but it's definitely not one that I'm ever gonna buy, I don't think. I don't like this one either. I don't know, he just looks like a weirdie to me. I know exactly the look that they were going for. I can see this horse in real life exactly, but there's just something about it that is, I don't know, it's just kind of unhinged looking. I don't like its eyes, I don't like the eyelashes, and the coat looks so airbrushed and fake to me. It just doesn't look natural. And like the way the fur patterns, like, or hair pattern, whatever, like fades into each other is just very stark. Is that the right word? Like very abrupt and isn't gradual enough. And I don't know, like this one's a lot better about it. I think this one just in general is a lot prettier, to be honest. But even this one, like, I don't know, it doesn't have like the detail of like the fur and hair texture that I've came to expect from their breeds. And this one I think is the app horse, and I like it better than the last spotted one, but it's just, I mean, it's fun looking. It's definitely an out there coat, and if this horse was like a real life horse, I would love it. I would think it was like the coolest thing ever, but there is just something about it in the game that I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like it with the mohawk though. I think that's a little bit more like interesting and toned down, but I don't like its mane when its mane was down. Like, I think that the like color pattern is like just strange, and these huge like Dalmatian spots are just not doing it for me. And there's something about its face that is a little weird to me, but I don't hate it, but I'm really I kind of hate it. No, I do. When I see it next to the other one, I'm like, yeah, I kind of hate it, but not really though. At the same time, I'm kind of like, I would eventually buy it, but probably not really, because I like this one way better. Yeah, this one with the mohawk I actually really like. Some breeds I really feel like suit the mohawk, some don't at all. Like if it's a skinny neck horse, it looks terrible with a mohawk, but a big fatty neck horse, yeah, I think the mohawk looks really good on this breed. This one reminds me so much of this Percheron named Diesel that I've rode before. Everything about him, like the shape, the size, even his markings, like the hooves, are exactly like Diesel. So I feel really attached to this one because, oh my god, I love Diesel. Wherever you are, Diesel, you're the best. And I don't know, I really like this one. It's very simple, very toned down. Thank God. I like a good, just plain boring horse. I really do. And I like that this one has just the simple brown eyes, nothing crazy going on with it. I don't even think it has a face marking, does it? No, he shook his head no, so I don't think so. But yeah, I just like this one. I think you can't hardly beat just a really good, solid black coat. And I know some people in the game don't like the black horses in this, or oh my god, how do I word this? Some players of the game don't like black horses in this game because some of them have like a really blue undertone. I don't mind that at all, actually, because a lot of black horses in real life, if they're taken like super good care of, they use like the blue shampoo on them that makes like those blue undertones come out. So I don't feel like it's necessarily unrealistic. This one doesn't seem to have that at all though, which I do prefer. I definitely would rather it have the brown undertone, but I'm not crazy about like a sun bleached black either. I like them in real life, but in the game they're kind of weird. But no, I think this one is excellent. It's just a simple black horse, and I definitely would get this one. If I'm not going to get it today because I want the bay, but eventually I definitely would get this guy. I think either this one or that first spotted one I looked at is going to be like tied for the most popular in the game. It's not for me though, but you know who is? This guy. This beautiful plain horse. I know he's got a star on his face, but that don't really count because he's so basic otherwise, and I love it. This is exactly for me. This is exactly the one that I want, and this is exactly the horse that I want in real life. I love the shape and build of this kind of horse. I love a draft horse. I love a draft cross. They're unbeatable to me, and I like just a simple, toned down coat, so that goes for in real life and in the game too. So I really like this. And I say that I like a toned down simple coat, something basic, but yet I also am like insane over Appaloosas and Sabinos and stuff. So that isn't necessarily 100% true, but I either like them to have a crazy coat or be really basic and boring. This horse is like my absolute dream though. He's absolutely perfect. And look at the bow animation. That was so good. I also definitely prefer the mohawk on this particular one. On the black one, I actually liked the braided mane and tail, but without the flowers, but I liked that version best on a couple of them, and then the others I've liked the mohawk. So, I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with this breed, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised because I really was expecting these to be like an absolute dumpster fire disaster, at least to me, because the Norikers are one of my favorite breeds in real life. So when I seen the original spoilers, I was a-fearing. I was really worried, and I was like, I'm not even going to buy a single one of those, and that's one of my favorite breeds in real life. But then they actually ended up being really good, so far so good anyway. Haven't rode it yet, so can't say for 100% sure, but I really like this. And I'm about to have a fit of rage because Wildcat is not an option. I wanted to name it Wildcat. I already had it picked out because of reasons. It was going to be very important, and I ended up going with the name Bear, which I actually do like a lot, but I still wish I could have named him Wildcat. So this is an adult stallion, and I love him already. Let's buy. There goes all me money. And oh my god, I'm so sick of this game. Every time I buy a horse, it's nighttime and I can't see it in the screen, and it's just exposing the fact that I only play this game in the middle of the night. So when the spoilers for these came out, I was not impressed. Like, I was so disappointed because I thought like they were just such a huge step down from the other recent breeds, and I thought they looked really like too exaggerated and cartoony, and I thought their coats were terrible, which, you know, there's a little bit of a question mark there, but they're not nearly as bad as I originally thought that they were gonna be, because like I seen the original spoilers without animations, and then when I seen the spoiler video with animations, and then especially when Star Stable posted their actual trailer, I started to think, okay, they're not bad at all. It's just that original spoiler video did not do them any kind of favors, and I do have some problems with them. like, I don't know how to describe it, but like they just don't fit in with the other horses in the game. Like some of the horses in the game, the newer breeds, are so realistic and detailed, and then when you see these, like, yes, they're very pretty, they're very cute, but they're like a completely different style. They're really cartoony, and I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like, I actually kind of like this like cartoony style. I don't necessarily prefer it, but I like it fine. It's just that it's so different from some of the other breeds that it kind of throws me off, and I wish that they would just kind of like pick one or the other, if they want to be more cartoony or if they want to be more realistic. But I think overall they are fine. Ignore how ugly my stable is, okay? I refuse to spend money on it until they come out with something that I really truly love. I'm gonna put him next to the Ardennes because I think that they're really similar, not just like breed wise, but also like coat coloring and stuff. So I'm gonna get them out real quick and compare. I really like the Ardennes. It's one of my favorites. No complaints. I love a big beefy horse, and this is like a leaner version of it, but equally nice, maybe even better. Oh, look how cute that little spin was. That was adorable. So let me get off of here and then compare them. Yes, they are very similar. The coat colors are, wow, even like the markings on the face. I couldn't really say which one I think is technically better though. I mean, I think they're both really nice. They have different styles though. Like the Ardennes, you can tell, is more realistic and detailed in a realistic way and more modeled off like an actual horse, whereas Bear here, very pretty, very nice, but, and I mean, obviously it looks like a horse, it looks like a Noriker, but it's more of like a cartoony, exaggerated version, especially in like its face. Its eyes are very cartoony, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna really like this horse, actually. I was so worried about the Noriker, like if they'd got it completely wrong, I would have been devastated, but I think that I had nothing to worry about, and this has been a classic case of spoilers are not the final version of what you will get in the game. They still have time to make adjustments and changes to things, and even if this is exactly the same as it was in the spoilers that I seen, it's just different when you actually see it in the game and you have it in that environment. So I think it's fine, actually, and I just overreacted. Now, see, this is what I meant when I said that the wardrobe update is terrible on mobile, because like it isn't just that most of the items are grayed out. Like, that's not new. That's been a thing on mobile all along, which has made storage even harder because like everything's identical, so you have to click on each individual thing, which on phone is this holding it down and then your fingers in the way a lot of the time. So it's just wardrobe in like shopping and global and stuff is just miserable on mobile, and this new wardrobe update to me hasn't made it worse, but it's not really made it better. I know they're doing the best they can because like mobile has a lot of limitations they have to work around, so I guess it's fine. But my wardrobe is an absolute mess right now, as you can see, because I've not bothered to reorganize anything yet because I know I'm going to be getting a PC in a couple of weeks, so I might as well just wait and do it then when it's not going to be a horrible experience to reorganize. But yeah, and also on mobile, and I can't really demonstrate this, but something with the screen is like not froze, but it just makes it really hard to move things around, and you can't scroll isn't the right word, but like you can't pull the screen up and down even slightly, so it just makes it really hard to see everything that you need to on the screen. Now wait just a second, I might have really done something with this outfit. Look at this. This might be like my favorite look I've ever had in this game. it's perfect. I mean, obviously it's all from the same set, so that's why it's matching so well, but like, I mean, it looks perfect with this horse. The mohawk and everything, oh my gosh, the vibe here, immaculate. Okay, so I ended up taking the helmet off and changing my hairstyle because I decided that it was cramping my style, but I'm like crazy right now with how much I love this horse and I love this outfit. The tack, everything just is perfect right now, and I feel like this is like peak Star Stable to me. I am so happy with this right now. I made the right choice with this horse, which I knew I was going to because I've never been let down by a bay. But this is like, this is the perfect idea of a horse in my head. Like, this is the look that they need to have. And I'm not talking about the tack set or anything anymore. I'm talking about like the actual horse itself. Like, it's perfect. I cannot believe that I ever doubted it, and I don't know like how in the world it's so much better in game than it was in the spoilers or trailers or any of the photos we got. Like, it's amazing. I don't even have a single complaint. Like, I've been riding around without recording just to test everything out and decide like what I thought of it before I decided to film, and I have not a single complaint. There's nothing that I can possibly nitpick even. Like, I'm sure I could find something to complain about because I like to complain, but there's like honestly nothing here that I don't love. And like, I think the gaits are so good. They are really fluid and smooth, and they really suit a horse of this size and like build and stuff, and it looks really natural on this horse, which like this kind of lopey, like wobbly gait is like a reused one that they started with like the Cell Francais or something, and like the Ardennes and the Frisia and a couple of others maybe have like kind of recycled it with mild changes, and this one is like in this same realm of that with the like lopey side to side wobble, but it works so well for this horse that I can't even complain about it. And there's something just so smooth and like really fluid about the way its movements are. The animations are great. I know, oh my gosh, I know all at once what this reminds me of and why I like this horse and like this outfit and everything so much. This reminds me of Breath of the Wild. The horses in Breath of the Wild are like my favorite video game horses ever because like their build, their animations, their colors, everything I just think is so perfect. And this horse reminds me of it, the way it's moving and stuff, the shape of it. And I think especially because of like my outfit and the tack and stuff too, it has like that earthy kind of fantasy feel, so it's really reminded me of Breath of the Wild. Ugh, I'm in love with this. I'm literally more happy about my Pixel horse than I have been over anything in literal weeks. Even the tail and hoof action is so satisfying. Why did tail and hoof action sound so weird? Ooh. But anyway, look at this. Tell me one thing wrong with this. There's nothing. Nothing is wrong with this, and you can't tell me anything's wrong with it. I don't want to hear if there's anything wrong with it, because in my mind's eye, this is like they're never gonna top this horse. I love like this individual specific horse and this outfit and everything right now. I'm never going to be more satisfied with anything in this game ever again. And I cannot believe I'm saying that because I am really picky, and I don't think I've ever said like this soon like a horse is going to be my new favorite, but this one definitely is. Or maybe it's just because I had been riding the Arabian and I really don't like the Arabian. I'm sorry if you like Arabians, but like I'm an Arabian hater in this game a little bit, and this one in comparison I'm loving so much, so maybe that's kind of why I'm so excited about it. But I don't know, I think that this is just going to be my go-to number one horse for now on. I just love it so much. If I seen this horse in real life, I would stop and drop everything to be able to have it. I don't care. I will give all of my $5 for it. I will keep it in my bedroom if I have to. This is the perfect horse, and I'm obsessed. And look, there's even a butterfly going by. Oh, this perfect moment. I know I sound like a broken record, but I genuinely am shocked to death at how much I love this horse. I really thought that when I seen the first spoilers that they had completely botched and ruined this horse, and I was so disappointed because I love Norikers. Oh my gosh, look at the animations. Those animations are so good. Oh my god. Anyway, I thought that they had completely ruined it, and I was so wrong. So I cannot believe that I've went from thinking that this was like one of their worst newer breeds and that I probably wouldn't even buy one, to this individual horse being, I think, hands down my favorite in the game. Like, I cannot imagine that any of my other horses or any of the other horses currently in the game are going to ever top this one. Like, Bear is it for me. He's like channel mascot now. This outfit, all of it, perfect. Also, the more that I've actually rode him around and stuff, the less cartoony that I think that he's looked. I don't know if it's like his hairstyle, the tack, or if it's just the bay one specifically. I don't know if maybe like the spotted ones would be different, but it doesn't seem nearly as cartoony to me now that I'm actually using it. Like before, I know like when I was in the home stable, I was saying like its expressions and everything seemed really like exaggerated and cartoony, and it is in a way. But now that I'm actually like seeing it in the game and using it, I feel like it's not as cartoony as I had originally thought. But I would have to get like one of the spotted ones to really test that, because I feel like the spotted ones are, and also like the flaxen chestnut with the dapples, I feel like those are a lot more cartoony looking than this one and the solid one, because of the way their spots look really like airbrushed and stuff. But anyway, I don't know. And it's not even that I don't like the cartoony look. I actually like a cartoony style. It's just that it's different from some of their other breeds in the game that are more realistic. But like right now, he looks perfectly realistic. So I don't know what it is. Maybe he's just growing on me, but I think he's perfect. That's it. Bottom line, he's perfect. Okay, I think I have maybe yapped long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.